rainy day. We won't be doing much outside. Welcome back to the show, everybody. We're in the old shop today because we're a bit socked in by the weather. So we've got the 1948 Ford 8N parked in here. This is the front mount distributor model, early 8N. And there are a few adjustments we need to do to it. There's Senior, boss man, shows up just in time.
Kind of ducky weather out there.
Yeah, he's got the raincoat. I don't. I'm not that smart. But we're going to have to alter the wheel spacing. And to explain why, we'll go out in the rain again. It has to do with the two-bottom, three-point Ferguson plow. Ferguson plow, Ford plow, they're pretty much all the same. We've had this on the 8N a couple of times, but it's never really followed the tractor very well. And I believe it has to do with the wheel spacing of the tractor, because we have the wheels pretty much all the way in as narrow as they can go right now. And every time we start a fresh pass, this first bottom only cuts about half of a ribbon. And then it finally drafts over, and then it starts cutting better. But it gives you a very poor result in the field. So from the research I've done, I believe what we have to do is remove both of the rear wheels. And they have a bias offset. So right now we've got them bolted onto the dished centers with the majority of the bias toward the inside. If we swap these wheels side to side, that would move that bias to the outside, and I believe that would increase our tread width to the point that that three-point plow should start in with cutting two good furrows initially, just the way we want. So if we move the rear wheels out, we're also going to have to adjust the front wheels out as well. So we've got a good series of holes to use. It'll also involve resetting our drag links and our tie rods to get the toe in back to being correct. It might be a little bit of messing around, but this is a project we've been looking at doing for a while. This is the perfect day to get it done. So let's get started.
Okay, first off, and we're going to switch the rears around. We're just going to crack the nuts loose so we got traction on the floor. So we're in the process of doing that now. After we get that done, we'll jack her up and then get her on jack stands, and hopefully she'll start coming apart easy. Okay, two left. Got everything loosened up. One of the next things we're going to have to do is start her up. We'll get this three-point lifted up in the air so we get better access for our jack and stuff.
Yeah, get those arms out of our way.
Yeah. I always turn the gas off of these tractors. We're not using them, kind of run the carburetors out. So
gas is on, battery's hooked up.
Yep.
And we just did ignition tune-up on this, a week ago.
Week ago.
Points, condenser, cap, rotor.
Let's see if it still works.
So now if it doesn't start, it's going to be a mite embarrassing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, one thing about these hydraulic pump, you got to have the transmission neutral, clutch out to make the pump work.
Yeah,
so,
non-live power.
Yep, no live power on these old ones.
Should be pretty close to going under there now.
I can rock this a little bit too if we need to. I do have the front wheels chocked too, so it shouldn't roll on us.
Yeah, you got another, here, another piece of rubber. Okay, you good over there?
I'm looking good. Set her down slow. Yeah, we're looking good.
Yep.
We'll move that block if we need to.
I might move the block there. Yep, that's all we needed. There we go. Just a little bit of a lift.
Get this out of the way. Snag it.
Yeah, I got this one too. Slide it out a little bit. What do you got here? All belts down. There we go.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it. Little tires with no fluid, just the way I like them.
Yeah. You know, still water?
Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, it's right over there.
Other side.
Okay, I got that bowl. That one might have a little bit of a bind on it yet. There you go. There it is.
Oh, it's stuck in here. There we go. Now, we'll get this side out first.
Yeah, push it toward you once you're past.
We're not quite past yet. There it is.
There,
Okay.
I got it. Okay, the tires are all wet because I took them up and cleaned them while we had them off. So
Okay.
we can rotate that hub dish
Yep.
real easy too.
Do the bottom end and then tip it in.
You trying to? Okay,
Lift her up and
I
tip
see
it
what you're doing.
just like that. Okay, you got the tire?
I got it.
I'm gonna go rotate the rim on the
Yep.
other side.
I'll watch for you. A little more. A little more. Okay, that's pretty close right there.
Get one end to get it hanging.
Yeah. Go over and rotate that a little bit more.
Tell me if I'm going
Like
right or wrong.
half a bolt hole. Good. There. Can't fall off anyway.
Yep.
There. So we can get rid of the blocks.
Yep.
And then goes. Rotate this down so it hangs. There we are. Takes the bind off the bolt. There. Now the bolt's in. We'll just start the rest and we'll move to the other side.
Ready?
Yep. Okay, I'll watch this if you want to spin that. Yeah, we're right in between the holes.
Yeah.
A little more. Okay.
So we're looking here. Possibly. I think we're gonna have to go down on these.
This spacing does make it a lot easier to cinch wheel bolts. Plenty of working room.
Well, we got their back done, so now we're moving on to the front. We're looking at doing one side at a time. Got wheel chocks on rear wheels, brakes locks. We're not an issue with this thing rolling. We've got to move the axles out. You can see the spacings, like 2 inches in this area, which matches the rims back there. So we're looking at about 2 holes out, hopefully lining the front edge here.
The inside.
Or the inside here with
inside.
the inside of the back. So that's our goal for right now.
And somehow the cameraman punched the time warp button on the GoPro, so we don't have any audio for this, and it all seems like it's in fast forward. But all you really missed was us taking the axle bolts out and extending them.
Okay, I'm looking at getting 2 more holes out on here.
You go right here, I believe. This is an awkward assembly, to say the least.
I'd help him, but I'm operating the camera.
He's
so.
the cameraman. He's busy. There we go. Yep.
Okay, get stuff put back together, tightened up. Well, we're into adjusting toe end now.
And we'll see how these adjustment sleeves work. When I had this apart the first time, back when we did the restoration, I cleaned everything and I applied grease to those threads. Yep, see that?
Grease works.
If that would have been anti-seize, we wouldn't have been turning that right now.
Yeah, we'd probably had if it was, we'd have probably had our hands full of it.
In my experience, I just prefer number 2 grease because it works. So, what I'm going to do is start turning this. I'll have you stand back and watch. I'll count the number of turns.
Okay.
And then we can note that in case we want to put this back to narrow again. We'll have a
Sounds
starting
good.
point.
We're counting the number of turns.
That's 1 turn right there.
Yep, keep going. You're not.
Once more.
Yeah. Gotta go more yet. We do have the weight off that tire a little bit. Yeah, go a little more.
That's 2 turns.
Okay, we'll step outside and have a look. Get some distance here.
That's still the 2 turns.
Yeah, he's sending me outside because I got the raincoat on. So,
Smart now.
and we're not close. I would say we could do another half a turn. Boy, that looks real close. We'll leave her there on that one to start with. At 2.5 turns.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to do 2.5 turns on this side like we did the other side. Have to shorten it up again. So then we'll start doing some measuring. We'll stand back and eyeball, and then we'll start doing some measuring to just see what our toe end running.
All right, Senior's going to let the thing back down. We ended up doing, what, 3.5 turns on each side?
3.5 turns.
After we reevaluated, it looked like we still didn't have the toe quite right. So 3.5 turns on each side, and they may be towed in a little bit here just sitting static, but that's all right because when you drive forward, the wheels are apt to actually splay back a little bit, and then they might be right where you're going to want them to be. So we also decided to hold off on doing any touch-up to these back wheels in case these wheel settings are not where we want them to be. We're not out anything if we need to do some more changing around. It's still raining, but I'm not against playing out in the rain, are you?
No, we can go do it.
Should we go hook that plow up? He's got the raincoat, so let's go play in the rain. Get that plow hooked up, call it a day. Yeehaw, let's go. That's looking like a much better offset already. Yeah, we're good. That's looking like a much better offset already. I followed you a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot better than it was before. So hopefully we've got the wheel situation squared away. I'm going to drop this gently. There. You don't have to worry about that being up in the air anymore. So I think that about does it for this project, at least as far as we can go.
Yeah, for today.
See if we got any water on the lens protector. That might make things a little bit better. So, all right, next time we have the Ford out, I think we might see about throwing the plow in the ground and check the performance.
Gonna have a lot of adjustments to do here yet.
Oh yeah, but I think we're a lot better than what we were.
Yeah, we got a good start.
And we do have a lot of draft control adjusting to do to it yet, because we've never really had that dialed in either.
Not yet, so lots of playing to do with it yet.
It's going to be all kinds of fun. So I thank you for watching, everyone. For Senior and I, we are both signing off. Hope to see you all back again. Another little project nice to have ticked off the list.